All right, so NYC Cooper here, and I'm here with my actual real life brother, Rastadap.
Hello.
Hello, and we are currently awaiting our server to start. There it is. It's up. We are
And I'm logging in.
we are playing Crash Landing. You can see Rastadap just joined on my window. Um, we're gonna do some things very quickly here in the beginning, and then we'll talk more about it. But first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna create a party. It doesn't actually matter what we name the party. I'm going to invite Rasadap so that we can share. And you're invited, Rasadap. It's official. So we'll be able to share our quests, our completed quests. Um, there are a couple of things. This is going to go really quickly here in the beginning because we only have less than half a day to get some things done. We've started this game enough times over again to know kind of what we have to do individually. So you're not going to see what Rasadap does on his screen, but I'll kind of try to walk you through it. What I'm doing basically right now is I'm just collecting dust because there's going to be a point once we get inside and we're closed inside for the night. We're going to be needing to sift some dust to get some things. So I'm collecting dust. He'll be inside collecting the first couple of quests, which are some pretty basic things. That'll give me. Let me open up my quest log and see if he's completed anything. He
Yeah, you
has
got the
already.
water. Yeah.
So I have. So I got water. That's huge. Very soon each of us will have completed a couple more things that'll give us an all-important dirt block and a sapling and some bone meal, which will allow us to go ahead and get some wood collected, which is going to be very important for our first night. What I like to do is I'd like to collect 3 or 4 total trees worth of wood in our before. I'm going to go ahead and get myself some water here before our
Sync
first
shells
night
ready.
starts. Sig shells ready? All right.
Yep.
I would like to on the first night collect a couple of trees um, worth of wood so that we can do everything we need to do. And that reward right there gave me the oak sapling and the bone meal, but I still don't have the dirt. So we're gonna wait on. Yep, now we're good. We got the dirt. So I'm gonna immediately run over here. I'm gonna dig a hole in the ground. I'm gonna put our dirt block in the ground. I'm gonna throw a oak sapling on that dirt. I'm gonna bone mill that thing, and I'm gonna cut trees like it's my job, because right now it is. There are several things we're gonna need
Getting
dirt
wood.
for. Hey, Rossadette, what are the first things we need to make? Is it we got to make tinker tables, right? Like all our tinkers, constructs,
That's
tool
right.
stations.
We need our tool. We need our tools, and then we need our water. That's the most important thing in this planet.
It's already starting to get dark out here, so I gotta hurry up.
I'm gonna try to get some dust before we have to run inside like scared children.
I've got almost a full stack of dust, but not quite, which will be good. All right. So I got one full tree down. I'm working on my second tree.
The perfect world, we'd need probably about 15 logs
Yeah,
to really get everything we need done.
I've got 6 now, so it's gonna be close. It is possible if we push it to the last little minute here on our.
You want me to come help you get logs?
Maybe. Although I don't want to take you away from doing dust because we are gonna need a lot of dust too. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough logs. I don't think. Oh crap!
That's all right.
I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, we're nighttime.
Yeah,
But I don't see
spawning any moment now.
spawns yet. Are you getting our door ready to close up, or are you collecting dust right now?
I'm collecting dust, but I will go get our door
All right.
prepared.
We don't have any spawns yet. I'm cutting down another tree right now.
Oh, spawns.
Yep.
We're clear for now. Nope, there's a zombie coming.
All right, I'm coming in. All right, we're closed up. So I got 12 logs. I got really close. All right, so that's pretty much day 1. Do you want these logs?
Down and dirty. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give these to you. So, Rasadap and I have kind of developed our kind of roles because we're geeks and we play this all the time, and we've restarted this stupid god awful map more times than we'd like to admit. So we kind of have our what we do, especially in the beginning, like first couple of days, we've got down our individual roles. And to be honest, there are some things that you do, Rasadap, that I don't even know. Like I don't even know what you do. They just kind of happen. This is one thing we always do in the beginning. We like to make see, he's already given me glass because he knows what I'm doing. We break this glass up and we make our two little outside lines out of glass because here's a public service announcement, kids. It's very important to keep an eye, especially when you first start, on what your world outside is doing, because as soon as it turns daylight, you got to get outside and do your daylight tasks.
Go ahead and throw down that crafting table so I can get started.
Yes. First of all, it's a crafting station.
Well,
let's not get it confused. So what I usually do, so on our first night, on our first day, you see what happens. Rasadap gets the first quests with the stuff that's inside. They're pretty basic quests. If you've never played Crash Landing before, it's going to take you longer than the first day to get it done, because you got to read the quest and figure out what it is. He's got it kind of down to where he just, I am assuming that you just kind of do it on autopilot.
Yeah.
When you walk into the building. And I do kind of what I do outside. But then on the first night, to be honest, I have no idea what Rasadap does. But I sit here and I sift dust. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to stand here and I'm going to sift dust.
It's good fun.
Yeah. Because we need, what do we need? 12 stones to begin with to get our first stone type task completed? What do you need more than that?
No, we need more than that because it's really the water. It's not really a task. It's the water, my auto water system, which we'll explain to the viewers once I get ready. But basically, we use the leaves from the trees and melt them. That's the game's wordage, not mine, in a crucible, and it creates water magically. We don't know how it happens. It's just a function of this world. It's handy.
Makes total sense that melting leaves makes water. How does that
Or
make
that you
sense?
can melt leaves in the first place.
Of course. Totally legitimate. I'll be honest. I have headphones on right now, and these zombies outside of our door are already driving me insane. But in the beginning of the game, you just have to be patient. We don't have a bed, we don't have a weapon, we don't have anything, so you just do what you can do.
The weapon will come soon enough. That's what I'm working on now.
Some things that I think we should point out. I know that there may be some people who will watch who are familiar with the basis of Crash Landing, but there are some people who may not know anything about Crash Landing. It is extremely important to notate a few things. Number one, most important thing is your water. You'll see over on the lower left side, you have a blue bar. That has a percentage. Mine is currently at 98.25 and dropping of hydration. If that number starts to drop drastically, if you start running out of water, it will drop very, very quickly, and you will immediately die of dehydration. And if you don't know, you should know. If you die, you don't respawn. You're dead. What I am setting up right now, so that you guys can see, Rasadap's is already set up here in the corner. This is a sink shell, which you get as a rewards. This is gonna make a clone basically of you. You got to set your energy cell to output in the direction of your shell constructor because it takes energy. You right click it and it belongs to you, and you will see mine is going to start building me. You can see Rasadop's here. His almost has a full figure created. You're going to see it's going to start coloring him in now. If you die and you have a fully constructed sink, you will respawn in your sink. If you die and you do not have a sink, you do not respawn. Everyone has to start over, and everyone hates you. as Rasadop and I have gone back and forth hating each other for dying.
Here's your frying pan.
Thank you. This is very important. Once you get this, go ahead and set it up. And we generally have a rule that we try to follow. Once you get further along in the game, you forget. But don't open the door ever if you don't have a fully constructed sink, because it's just not safe. So you got to watch your water.
Unlike traditional Minecraft, Crash Landing has decided to make the mobs interesting by giving them variants. One of the more interesting variants are very small, almost baby-like versions of all of the mobs that can fit through a 1x1 hole.
They're very annoying.
Yeah, that's killed us on more than 4 occasions.
So you gotta watch your water, because if your hydration goes down, you will die instantly. The other thing you have to be aware of is your food. In regular Minecraft, if you run out of food, you start to die slowly, and you won't actually die. You'll just go down to 1 heart. In Crash Landing, you will die very, very quickly once you run out of food. And your food gets consumed very quickly as well. It doesn't matter in Crash Landing if you're standing still or if you're moving, you will still lose both hydration and food. So our number 1 priority, number 1 and number 2 evenly priority, is food and water. What we're doing right now are all taking steps towards that goal. So it's very important. As soon as you start the game, you need to spend your night times indoors doing all of your indoor tasks, and you need to spend your daytimes outdoors doing all of your daytime tasks. Because the worst thing that you want to do is be sitting around inside with nothing to do, waiting for the sun to come up, because you're losing hydration and food.
I got you a dust chest right next to you.
You're the best.
Thanks.
You'll notice that Rasadop has handed me a frying pan. A frying pan is our weapon of choice. Primarily, I would say, because it at its basic form, which is what it's at right now, we have never used it. It has 0 upgrades. It's just a basic frying pan. It has knockback, so it's very important when you're as you can see, the mobs are despawning around us because they're burning up and dying because it's becoming daytime. We will still have spiders around, which are really terrible. And as you can see, Rasadop is trying not to die right now. It is very important to be able to get them away from you. So knockback is a big plus to have right out of the gate. So that's a really
and the outside is clear for now.
So we're clear outside, and that's going to be your number 1 thing. That's killed us more times than we can count, is running outside when there's a spider on the roof and we didn't realize it. That kills you all the time.
Ate me some spiders on the roof.
Yeah, it's pretty much the worst. So just be careful when you're starting out. Check the roof. Kill the spiders on the roof. I am completely out of space. I need to drop off some of this stuff. The books can go on the bookshelf. Thank you for that. I'm gonna throw some of these books in here. So this right now would be a very quintessential example of me wasting daylight.
Did you get no stones?
I didn't put them in there. I got 17.
Okay. I need.
You want them all?
24.
Oh, you need 20 more total. Okay, hang on. I'll hang on to them until I get some more.
So I guess I will collect dust in this day.
All right, I'm going to. And one other thing that is pretty helpful that Rusted Up usually takes care of is he goes around the perimeter pretty far out and collects any mob drops that exist, because as the mobs burn up when the sun comes up, they just die and drop. You know, if it's zombies, they drop rotten flesh. Skeletons drop, you know, arrows and bones. All of these things.
You said that because we need our bones for the cook.
Yep, we do need our bones. But all of those things are going to become very important in the beginning. Unlike your traditional Minecraft that you ignore these things a lot of times unless you're going for a very specific thing. Things like rotten flesh and bones are life and death in the beginning of Crash Landing. You know, I'll travel a pretty decent length of space to go after one single bone in Crash Landing because it's pretty important.
I think we're going to fall short of the 4 bones we need for that quest. Once again, it happens almost every time. But I'm very close.
You can see Rusted Up out there in the distance, making the rounds. I would like to inform the world that my wife has just arrived home. She loves me and hates Minecraft. So, hey, hello, say hello, my wonderful wife.
Hello.
Hello. That's the sound of a loving woman with a man who plays Minecraft.
Can my sister-in-law hear me?
She cannot. I can
that's
relay any thoughts that you may have to her, but I have headphones on, so she can't.
Say hey. I don't get to talk to her near enough.
My brother says hello.
Hi.
I said hi back, but she can't hear me.
That's fair.
And I did collect enough bones for that quest, so that's
nice.
a bonus.
I know that she sounds happy now as she's talking in the microphone, but give me 20 more minutes and that tone will change.
That's an evil laugh of pending doom.
I know
it is.
Viewers
were not aware.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of
and
you.
I can say that because she can't hear me.
Yeah. Some of you don't really have experience with wives yet, but it's very important. Here's a life lesson, kids. It's very important to consider your wives in your Minecraft decisions because it will affect your life.
The only thing I can say is, thank God I was married for many, many years before Minecraft existed.
Oh,
I might have not been married for many, many years.
Absolutely. So those of you who aren't married and playing Minecraft, it might be a good idea to put Minecraft on hold till you can find that Mrs. Right. who will accept you for all of your Minecraft faults.
Or even better yet, find one who also plays Minecraft.
That doesn't exist. Come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
That's the romantic in me, I suppose.
I have 32 logs as of right now. I'm gonna keep on this
I
tree
just killed my first shovel.
collecting. Oh, nice.
The good news is I have plenty of dust for our nighttime endeavors.
I'm just gonna keep cutting on these trees. That's one thing to note. I know, unfortunately, you all can only see my side of things, but you can hear, I know, Rusted Up fixing his shovel right now. One thing to note, I don't know if it's like this in normal Minecraft, because I don't use Tinker's Construct things in normal Minecraft, but here in Crash Landing World, your tools that you make with Tinker's Construct upgrade themselves. So as you use them, they will get... They level up. So you'll get speed, you'll get
reinforcement, extra modifier slots, all sorts of nifty stuff.
So it's really great. So eventually this little weak frying pan that I have will turn into a mob killing machine with one fell swoop. We can behead zombies and take out tough spiders. In theory, I would be chopping all these things down with a axe that would be leveling itself up.
Well, I guess I should give you the axe that I...
But somebody was not thoughtful enough to have made me an axe. I won't name any names.
Can't imagine who you would be talking about.
I mean, there's a lot of, choices. There's a lot of people that I could be talking about, so it's fair to assume that you wouldn't know. Hey, look at that! Look what ended up in my inventory. A hatchet, just magically. That's amazing. I don't know if any of you saw that. That's not real magic. Like that. Don't think that that's going to happen to you. That you're going to be playing and all of a sudden you're going to get a hatchet in your inventory.
I'm swift as a fox. You didn't even...
Rusted Up felt guilty and he made me a hatchet.
Actually, I had the hatchet blade in my inventory the entire time. I just forgot to build it.
So he didn't feel guilty at all. He's just procrastinating. As you can see, this is a great opportunity to show this. You see the little drops of sweat that are pouring off of me? That means
Am I sweating too?
I don't see you sweating, but that doesn't mean you're not sweating. Maybe I'm standing too close to you and my sweat looks like your sweat. No, I don't see you sweating.
Oh, that's weird.
But
now that you mention it, I don't see you sweating either. So.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Normal.
I have 72% hydration, and my heat level, which is the one above that, is higher, as 38 degrees Celsius, which who uses Celsius anymore? But
you can't change that to Fahrenheit.
I could, but I'm not gonna. All I know is I want to be green and I'm yellow. So I'm overheated.
I am currently 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, as I'm told, normal.
Well, you know what?
I don't like being normal.
I'm also dehydrated. I have 67% hydration. So if I don't get hydration pretty soon, I'm going to die, which would be bad.
Waiting in those 24 stones.
Also, what will happen pretty soon is I'll start getting really slow, and I'll enter is it called a heat stroke?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll enter a heat stroke, and I'll move really, really, really slowly, which is really annoying when you're trying to escape deadly mobs.
Then he'll fall asleep at his computer and die of thirst twice.
Okay, listen, that was one time that happened, and that followed like 3 times of you dying while I wasn't even online. So
hey, we're not talking about me right now.
Yeah,
hey, let's not
I know
the
that.
Subject.
Yeah, in case there was any question as to whether or not we're actually related and legit brothers, it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, mobs are spawning. I'm coming in.
No way.
All right, so I need water. So It's also very important you use your camel pack and you don't directly drink the water, because your camel pack uses the water more efficiently than if you were to just hold it and right click it. Camel pack can hold 4 water, and you just put it right on yourself, and you will notice that my 50% goes up increasingly pretty quickly.
Any chance you have 24 stone yet?
No, I haven't even started.
If you look behind you in the chest, all of your dust is
Oops, sorry.
collected right there.
Oh, nice. That's a lot. Okay, that's good. Now, here's another. As he's annoying me about how much stone I have, one important thing that we have discovered is that dust is going to be your key to life, even throughout the advanced stages of the game, because dust, along with gravel and dirt, sifting dust is going to be the only way that you get your necessary resources that you use a lot, like iron, tin, aluminum, copper, all that kind of stuff is only going to come from sifting. We will automate this process at some point, but you will never be able to not worry about dust.
Unless you just want to sit and stare at things and not accomplish tasks.
Well, yeah, you could do that.
Then you could not worry about dust.
Then you could just not play Minecraft at all.
That's right.
And then you probably have a lot of time for a lot of other productive things, but we're not talking about like good life decisions. We're talking about good Minecraft decisions.
Like marriage?
Right, but luckily for us, we already have that taken care of, so we don't have to worry about that. Sorry, kids. All right, I've got 21 stone, so
that's very close to what I need.
Very close to what you need. 22 stone. I do have 50 logs, though.
That's impressive.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to help you sift faster because I'm waiting on you.
You know, I have yet to determine, like, I think that it is faster if 2 people are doing it. I just don't really know how much faster it is.
Well, since I have nothing better to do, I'm going to sit here and sift with you.
And also, it also affects a little bit because you lag a little bit, even on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to tell whether the lag actually affects the speed or if it just affects the graphic of you moving your arm up and down. What are you even holding right now?
I'm holding a power cell, leadstone flux capacitor.
Interesting. Well, you haven't died yet, so I know that you're not trying to charge yourself up. Although I have realized that you have died in the past and just not told me. And the only reason I know is because I go over to our power cell, and our power cell is drained. Your power cell is drained, and mine is not. And you've moved my power cell on top of your power cell to give you the energy that you need to redo your sink.
Yes, I've done that before.
24 stone. Here you go.
Outstanding.
Boom. All you.
I can continue with my master plan.
I'm gonna keep sifting. I will need to make myself a little shovel at some point. Maybe let's do that now. Oh, there's no room left in there.
I've got a shovel.
Is it your shovel or is it an extra shovel?
No, it's mine.
I don't want your shovel.
Oh, well, fine then.
I want my own shovel.
Why do you need a shovel, by the way?
Well, I've also noticed that, once again, this doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen occasionally. My view of myself, both in the shell constructor and in my little thing, is not my general tuxedo that I wear.
You are wearing a tuxedo to my eyes.
That's the weird thing. So, for those of you watching at home, this guy, who is me, generally is wearing sunglasses and a black tuxedo, which looks awesome. But occasionally, this game glitches, and I look like normal, stupid Rasadop self, and not like awesome NYC Cooper tuxedo guy. Although he sees me in a tuxedo, so it's a glitch. And
I see the snazzy coop.
That's unfortunate, because that's what I look like right now. But that's okay. I'll get over it. So what we're going to do right now, you may or may not be familiar with Tinker's Construct, and I claim in no way to be an expert, so I'm going to do some basic things, which is make a shovel. So we have a shovel head pattern. So we need two things. We need a shovel head and a handle. So I can make a shovel head out of bone meal. Just put some bone meal in a shovel head pattern and make my shovel head. And then my handle can be just a stick. So I'm going to take...
So check the chest. There's some sticks there handy. And while you're at it, go ahead and drop your log in there so I can have access.
You know what? You don't have to yell at me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was yelling.
I'm going to take this stick and I'm going to combine it in the tool station. I'm going to choose the shovel option. I'm going to put a stick in the bottom and a bone shovel head on top. And I'm going to make a shovel. It's going to make a hacksaw sound. And then you'll see I have a shovel here. And you will see that my skill level is clumsy, which means I haven't used it at all. And my XP is 0 of 300. So once I mine 300 blocks, it will level up. And I will get some random upgrade. Until I become, I think, Legend. Legend is the top, right?
I believe.
Which is, there's something like 7 or 8, maybe more levels that get you to Legend.
Yeah, there's a number. There's a number of them.
We'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there together. And it'll be magical.
Magically delicious.
You know how long it's been since I've had Lucky Charms? It's been like a really long time.
Yeah. A couple years for me. My kids eat them sometimes.
Yeah, but years. That's a long time. I eat Apple Jacks now if I have cereal.
I'm still partial to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I do love the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I haven't had that in a while either. Oops, my bad. So, while he's
I'm waiting on lead. I'm waiting on lead so I can start making our, there they are.
There's some lead in
our
there.
pipes so that we can automate our water creation.
So, as you can see,
I
the
will need both
sun,
pipes and fluid ducts.
the sun is just starting to come up. As soon as the creepy sound comes through. Oh, I'm really hungry. I should eat a... So you'll notice, I don't know if this really comes across the camera, but I'm moving like super slow. I'm even trying to run, and this is as fast as I can walk at all. And this is not as slow. It gets, as I get more hungry, I'll get even slower. So if you're outside and you're hungry and you have no food, this is when you start panicking because you're about to die. Luckily, I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right in my inventory.
Yeah, when you start, one of the first quests that you can take is a free quest, and there's two roads, two choices, two paths you can choose, the hard way or the easy way. The easy way gives you a sink shell and a power supply for that sink shell and food and other various sundries. The hard way gives you pretty much nothing. And I've never tried it that way.
Yeah, it's why just don't do it.
Yeah, easy is hard enough.
Yeah, we died plenty the hard way. I mean the easy way. So we haven't spent a lot of time yet on the quest book, which is this. I don't want to get too caught up in it now. Oh, there's some quests. So when it turns purple, that means that whoever your partner is has gotten things that you haven't. So you should just go ahead and claim them. Clearly he's been hard at work. But at some point after we get out of like just sheer survival mode, which won't be for a while, we'll want to take a look at this and use this to guide us to what we want to do next. But since it's daylight outside, we're gonna, don't forget, you see the map and you can hear, kill the spiders. So I got my frying pan out. I can't reach them from here, so I'm gonna go a little bit further out. Die, spider. See that knockback? That's key. That is key to survival. We got another guy on the roof here. We're gonna get this guy. And then you run, and you kill him. See what I mean? I lost 3 hearts right there, and I was not being that foolish. There's some more guys out here, which we can try and pick them off one by one. Try not to die. But you can see they all run at you at once, so it becomes difficult. And the spiders jump at you, and they hit you. Even if you hit them, they're still going to hit you.
Especially if you have lag, like I do. Unfortunately, I have a terrible internet connection, so spiders kill me often.
Yeah, they do. But you gotta, if you're playing by yourself, I mean, in general, just Godspeed. But it's gonna be a little more difficult. If you're playing with another person, luckily, it's not really harder or easier necessarily to play with another person. You don't get more or less mobs. So that means that if you are playing with another person, you get the opportunity to kind of save each other every once in a while. So when you're talking, if you're on the phone or on TeamSpeak or whatever, it's a little bit easier. Here's some of those mob drops we were talking about going and getting before. If you're talking to each other, it's easy because we can just yell out like, I'm gonna die. When you have to type, when you're being chased by a spider and you have to stop to type, it's super annoying and difficult. And more often than not, you don't actually get to type anything other than like, "erg," and then you're dead. But you do get to look out for one another a little bit, at least. So knowing that,
and being able to hear you getting bashed in the head.
That's another thing. You got to listen, because every once in a while we'll be inside, and all of a sudden I'll hear the all too distinctive sound of
death.
Someone getting hit, which equals death, and you immediately just turn and prepare to fight evil, gold armored, crazy red-eyed zombie to the death. So you just gotta, if you're playing together, look out for one another. As Jerry Springer says, take care of yourselves and each other. It's very important.
Would you like some shears? Because we will need to start collecting.
I will actually do that now. Let me come. Oh, bones and arrows. Nice. Let me come do this for now, and I'll
smelting in the furnace right now.
Well, listen. When you offer me shears, I assume that you just have shears ready.
Oh,
not that I have to.
I will make them ready.
Work for
Actually,
it.
Well, I've got it now. Don't bother. I've got you, Mr. Do Everything for me.
How else would I get anything done in life? It's only fair. I make you take most of the blame for things in our lives in real life, and then I just make you do everything for me in our fake life.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're the middle kid.
That's what happens when you're the middle kid.
Do you have any water? I'm very thirsty.
I do. Well, I have 3 cold water bottles and 1 regular water bottle.
Would you mind giving me your regular water bottle unless you need it?
I will need water shortly, but I have enough to go and make myself some regular water out of cold water. Important note. What I'm doing now is a lot of preparation. As you can see, I'm growing trees like I was doing before, but instead of just cutting down the branches, I'm taking these shears that are right here, that are really easy to make with 2 pieces of iron, and I am cutting the leaves, and they drop oak leaves. I'll be able to take those oak leaves and drop them into the system that Rosadop is currently making for water. I'll be able to drop them in that system and create water. Basically, it's an automated system of putting a cauldron. Basically makes a cauldron, puts it over something hot. Do you use pyrethrum?
Yes, it is the fastest. There's three different stages of heat transfer. You've got a torch, you've got lava, and then you've got pyrethrum, and they each respectively increase the rate at which leaves melt.
This is pyrethrum. Don't get too close, or you will catch on fire and die.
Yes.
I am heating up.
It's hot just to stand near it, and it sets things on fire.
I learned the hard way that even if you're right next to it and not touching it, it will light you on fire.
And this is after I told him, don't get too close because it'll light you on fire.
Why you got to bring that up? I wasn't even going to say that.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, but I was going to leave that part out. I'm trying to... Why you got to blow up my spot? I'm trying to maintain a certain reputation here of online presence.
Little kid revenge.
Okay, that's fair enough. I guess you deserve it. Now all we need is our big sister to come on and play.
Somehow I don't see that happening. Although her son might.
Maybe.
That would be interesting. Yes, if you pick up pyrethrum in a bucket, just having that bucket of pyrethrum in your inventory will cause you to heat stroke. It's awesome.
True story. So another thing to note, on your heat bar, which is the one right above the blue bar on the left, the dot in the middle is your temperature. The little black lines that you'll see if I go in this water, it'll move down. Well, in theory, yeah. So it moves down a little bit, and if I go over here towards the pyrethrum, the little...
I took it away. It's not there.
Oh. Well, if I go... What else is hot? Oh, if I go near the
furnace will do it.
The furnace, you see how it jumps up to the red? That's what your ambient temperature is. So obviously you want to stay away from hot things and near cool things, because the hotter you are, the quicker you use your hydration. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're building your systems. Make sure you build anything that produces heat in a separate room or far away from you.
Have we obtained a hopper yet out of quests?
I don't think so. Let me take a look. I don't know what we're missing. So we're going to take a look at our quest real quick. We need some zombie jerky, which we'll do in a bit. No, we actually don't even have that revealed yet.
Okay.
You need saplings, right? From me to do the sapling thing, but you need like 12. I only have 11, so let me see if I can do that.
No, I need 10.
Oh, well, good. I have that.
10 is all I need. It's already ready. You just need to drop them in. Luckily, you can make hoppers out of iron or aluminum. We have not yet found a extensive use for aluminum in crash landing, so I often use that instead of our precious iron for the hoppers.
And it ain't for lack of trying, because we have played hours and hours and hours into a single crash landing scenario and still not found a really use for aluminum.
Which I'm okay with, because it means unlimited hoppers. Which come in quite handy.
Oh crap! We got mobs.
What? Oh, it's nighttime.
No, I have exactly 10 saplings. Actually, including the birch sapling, I have 11. But you have your sapling, right?
No. No, I planted it.
Ah. So I could get away with doing 10 and still have one left, but I feel like that would be unwise.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm gonna wait. What is burning? What's that sound? Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
What am I missing? I'm missing a chest.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna
Barrel.
do some of this.
We are very close to having water generation.
Actually, I'm going to take a look at what you got going on over here to show our viewers at home. So basically what we have down here is we have this white part here. That's a cauldron, which is, I'll show you the recipe. That's not that cauldron. How do you make a cauldron?
The cauldron is 7 kind of clay is it? It's not regular clay. You take clay and combine it with bone meal, and then you make a bucket shape. Six on the side and then 1 on the bottom.
Is it in NEI? I didn't see it in NEI.
It's in there somewhere. I found it before.
CAU, right?
I don't know.
That's what I
So
tried.
early it gives you the word.
Well, yeah, I know,
Correct.
but this cauldron doesn't give me a recipe. Anyway, Google that. There are plenty of resources out there for finding out how to build a cauldron. Anyway, you build the cauldron, and you put that directly over a block, a hole that has pyrethrum or a torch or whatever you want to put in there. And then over that we have a hopper. And then he's got some pipes here so that we can put a chest there. If we put our leaves into that chest, this fluid duct will pull it out and put it into the hopper, which will fill the cauldron up. Once the cauldron heats, it will melt the leaves into water, and then the water will be pumped up through this fluid duct into a barrel that he will place here. And that is going to be our automatic water system. So basically, in goes leaves, and out will come water. And you can see the water has already started to fill up. As the water collects here, we can take our empty bottles, which I have 15 of, and we can fill up with water. And there we go. We have an automatic water generation system. That's why it is important to go ahead and start collecting leaves. You can see all of the leaves are already gone. They're already loaded into the hopper. Those leaves will not last very long. So you have to consistently collect leaves to make water to keep yourself hydrated.
10 leaves. 10 leaves will give you 100 MB of water, and it takes 1,000 MB of water to fill a bottle. So it takes 100 leaves to fill 1 bottle.
Yep. So that's a lot of leaves. Eventually, you can automate the whole process. You can automate the leaves being cut. You can automate the leaves being transported to this chest. You can make this hold more than 1 bucket at a time by adding tanks here that you'll get at some point. So this whole thing scales up, but this is the most basic form of automatic water creation that exists, which is super, super important. You need to do this as soon as possible, or you will die very quickly. Now we have a door. Thank you for that.
I'm going to build a back door too.
Now would be a time where we would want to keep...
Attention.
Uh-oh.
Low battery.
All of our listeners in the interwebs just heard that my battery is running low, so I need to plug my computer in. I have plugged it in, but it is not helping.
You now have a back door as well.
Back door is very important. You don't want to just have one entrance to your place. we now have water, which is step one. Step two is going to be food. The next real big task that we're going to need to do is start to create a little mini farm, which I think is what Rasadep's doing over there. He's going to plant some dirt to get us some basic things growing. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to want to go through the quest book and just complete the quest, because that's gonna tell you where you need to go. That's gonna tell you what you need to do. That's gonna keep you alive. So I think that's a lot that we've done in the first couple of days. I think now might be a good time to take a break away from what we got going on. We got water set up, so we won't die of thirst immediately. We have a clear plan of what we need to do, which is get some crops growing.
I consider this a successful episode.
Yeah, this is definitely a successful episode. We're still alive, which is key. Yeah, I hope that you guys learn some stuff. If not, I hope that you were entertained. And if not, well,
Why are you watching?
Yeah, watch something else. Do something else. Don't bother us. We're having fun. And so what we'll do is next time we pick up, unless we get too excited and start to play on our own, we'll see.
We may do some more menial task offline. We'll save the interesting things for the broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try to keep you guys up to date with the good stuff and not leave you out. But as for now, it's been fun Brocrafting with you all, and we'll see you on the next one.